Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom, and welcome to another episode of the Just Sing podcast. Today, I got an impromptu pop-up for y'all, and this one is about simps and pick-me's. Pretty much one and the same. Simps are just the masculine term. Pick-me's are the more feminine term, but it's the same shit, right? Basically. And there's been a lot of talk, a lot of shit going on, you know what I mean? Like, motherfuckers, the pick-me's are pretty much, as they say, fucking up the pool, fucking up the fish in the sea. You feel me? And I don't think that's the case. I think we've gotten so used to motherfuckers really accepting, hey, this is what I like me back, and saying the shit, and we put a negative stigma to it, that when you hear these terms, oh, this person's a pick me, or this person's this. Now, granted, you have I'm not talking about stupid motherfuckers. And by stupid motherfuckers, I mean the motherfuckers who a motherfucker will be like, yo, like where I'm coming from with this is 2 posts came up a while back and these shits just started resonating. So I wanted to hit on them. But I seen one post where a dude said, where they was joking on the pick me. It was like, a dude can say, stupid bitches got the best head or some shit, or got the best pussy. And the motherfucker was like, and you motherfuckers would be like, well, I got a 1.7 GPA. And it's like, that's the pick-me's coming out, same shit off the simp side. You know what I'm saying? A woman could be like, I need a man that's going to do this, that, and the third. Then the pick-me, the simp is going to, they say he's going to be that person. Like, girl, I drink your bath water and do all the other shit. Like, all right, whatever. But at the same token, in that regard, it led me to even, invoke the thought, and, I created my own post off of it where I was saying, but pick-me's get picked. You dig what I'm saying? Like, we can't overlook that. You feel me? We can't overlook that. We can look at the negative side. You feel me? We can, and I even made a joke about it myself. I said, yeah, picked up and put back down, but don't tell nobody. But the reality of it is, we always got to see the other side too. Because the pick-me's, they're getting chosen. The simps have the women. What is it about us self-righteous motherfuckers who are so against that we can't even see the part that works? You dig what I'm saying? We can't see the part that works. And what really prompted this was that one of the responses was, no man of high value is going to deal with a pick-me. And you know me, universal laws of relativity. I'm like, that's relative, because what is a pick-me? Are you basing a pick-me off somebody that's beneath you? Or, because when does it become a pick-me? When does it become a pick-me? When you set the standard that, okay, I'm above this thing, now it's a pick-me, or now it's a simp. You feel what I'm saying? Because if I'm on par with it, for example, if a dude is putting in all of this work to get this woman and shit, and her homegirl says, girl, you better stop playing and go get that man. And then she goes to go get that man. It's like, you kind of were a pick me. You feel me? But it's just the quality of it all. So the fact that, she was like, well, only high value men aren't going to deal with pick me's. And that's not true. Because there are high value pick me's. There are high value pick me's, but it's in what you choose to acknowledge being picked for. You feel what I'm saying? Now, God, if they on a basic level, just, the fucking shit, just want to get fucked. Like, that's cool. You feel me? But that's still some pick me shit. That's still pick me shit even on a higher level. If I say, yo, I'm into astrology and I need a woman that's going to do this, and she'll be like, Bruja over here or some shit. She set herself up for a pick me, but it's different because it's like, there's levels. There's supposed to be levels because we understand, okay, yeah, I might be talking about the spiritual aspect, alchemy and all these other things that tie into that. But it's like, yo, still choose me. Choose me. I do that shit. Pick me. You feel me? Dudes are just called simping, but it's the same shit. Yo, I fucks with that. So pick me. I like you. I fucks with you. I fucks with what you do, and that's something that I fuck with. So pick me. Fuck with me. You feel what I'm saying? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? You feel me? We get so wrapped up in that shit that we don't acknowledge that sometimes we have to accept. We have to be the picker too. You feel me? So does that in that one small regard, does that keep us from actually having what we want? Because we don't want to be a pick me. We want just shit, everything to come and pick us. We don't want to pick shit. We want everything to pick us. And we put these negative connotations on the shit, you know? So I kind of just wanted to give my perspective and give an alternate perspective on that, because I too have had the moments where, you feel me, I'm on one side where it's just like, you know, I'm on the side against the pick-me's, like, yeah, y'all ain't shit, y'all this, y'all that. But then I've been on the other side where I said some shit and the motherfucker called me a simp, and I'm like, that wasn't even no simp shit, bro. Like, the fuck? Like, but then it started to put things into perspective. It's like, yo, how can you maneuver in your own life, you know, relationship wise, with these stigmas? Because this motherfuckers right now, like the whole pick me thing, I really feel like it affects women a lot more than it affects men. But I'm not going to discuss that right now because it's still the intro. So before we dive straight into it, check out my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at _just_seen_. Be sure to check out my website, IamJustSeen.com, to get all things that are just seen. To all who tip, sponsor, and donate to the podcast, you are greatly appreciated. I thank you so much. If you would like to tip, donate, and sponsor to the podcast, you can do so by clicking the description of your podcast. Cash App and PayPal work just fine. Also, if you enjoy this episode, please share it with your friends, family, and loved ones. It's not that hard to do. Just click share on any platform outlet that you use. So before we dive straight into it, we're going to take this quick break. And when we come back, we're going to hop back into the impromptu pop-ups, we're going to hop back in the impromptu pop-up Simps and Pick-me's. I think that's what I want to call it. Yeah, Simps and Pick-me's. Oh yeah, and don't forget to visit IamJustSeen.com. There, you can get all things Just Seen. You want to add the Soulfrell series to your library? Visit IamJustSeen.com. You want to learn how to master the market for serious trading and investing? Visit IamJustSeen.com. You want to get your hands on some exclusive merch like tees, hoodies, coffee mugs, hats, bags? Visit IamJustSeen.com. Are you thinking about transitioning into the plant-based lifestyle? Visit IamJustSeen.com. You ever want to just chat with Seen about anything from simple advice to mentorship? Visit IamJustSeen.com. Anything and everything that is me, you can find at IamJustSeen.com. So just take a quick peek into my world and see why being just seen is nothing less but always more. Because you never really know what you need until you see it. You will never see it unless you visit IamJustSeen.com. All right. Welcome back. And without further ado, I'm gonna hop straight into that thought that I was gonna that I cut off on, so we can get this intro done. Because I knew if I would have started talking, the shit would just ran. But yeah, I think with women have a worse stigma with the pick me than men do, because women have always, I ain't gonna say always, but I'm using always for the sake of this has been all my life. You feel me? I'm not gonna speak on a collective gender for however long it's been engendered, but I will say that for as long as I've been alive, women have had this stigma placed on them that they cannot pick men. They cannot be with a man. Like, I know growing up, I always heard, you know, the man that finds a wife finds a good thing. The man pursues the woman, blah, 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 blah. That's all bullshit to me. Because there's a direct correlation between all of the women who were quote unquote picked, all of the women who were pursued, all of the women who were quote unquote chosen. They were miserable because they did not choose back. You dig what I'm saying? They didn't choose back. They didn't necessarily get the man that they wanted. They got the man that wanted them. I seen this powerful post that said, women fuck who they want. Men fuck who they can. Right? It was a woman that made the post. Shit blew up. It was a tweet. This dude responded back, and this was just like, yo, clapback season in full effect. He said, men marry who they want. Women marry who they can. I said, whoa, different game. You might want to sit this one out, baby girl. You was talking about the moment. Sex is a moment, but the marriage is the experience. So let's put that into perspective. It's like women can get the moment when they want it. Men can only get the moment when they can. But he said men can get the experience when they want it, and women get the experience when they can. I said, ooh, bars, nigga, ooh. But nah, the reason why I brought that up was because it ties in. Because women have shied away from being mutually attracted to men, and telling like, yo, but they're choosing out of the men that are attracted to them, right? Which is crazy because it's like, that brings into other things like, what level are you on to where these, like, this is what you got to choose from. Technically everybody settles. As long as we follow these ideologies of simps and pick-me's, everybody's going to settle. I didn't pick that shit. That shit picked me, so I just ran with it. You feel me? But you're not really willing to put in that extra effort and that extra work for something that picked you. But when you pick something, it's different. So it's like, when I made that post, you know, the pick me still get picked. You feel me? Like I said, I've been called a pick me. I've called people pick me's. So I know both sides of it. But I know that there's different capacities to it. Because in one regard, it's like, you can't call me a pick me for this. But in another regard, it's like, I can call you a pick me for whatever the fuck I want to call you a pick me for, if that's what I want to call you a pick me for. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying, that women have a greater stigma on them than men for the pick me shit. You feel me? They have a greater stigma on them than men, because for a woman, it's just like, I have to go for what, like, look at all of these new augmentations that are coming out, ass shots, lip injections, all of that shit, because somehow something created the structure that this is what men want. Pick-me's operate from that perspective. This is what men want. So I'm going to do this. Not, this is what the fuck I am. So who wants this? I got to be comfortable in who the fuck I am and want that within myself for somebody else to want it. You feel what I'm saying? Rather than taking a cheat way out and saying, bam, this is what motherfuckers want. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to be. You feel what I'm saying? And brothers, we do the same shit. That's why they call it simping. When women say, this is the type of man that I want. And then you're like, I'm that man. Really, you're not. But you like, yo, I'm that man. And then now you have to work towards being that. No, work towards being who the fuck you are. And then let whatever comes to you and then pick that. You feel me? So this is why I'm on both sides of the fence when it comes to this pick me shit, because it takes its toll on people, you know, as a whole, as far as dating and relationships. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm saying that because it's like, this same woman that was saying, okay, only men of high value pick-me's. Okay, well, what level of the pick-me are you talking about? Because if we're generalizing it and we're saying the pick-me are those women who, you know, soon as a man say this is what it is, like, well, this is what I'm a part of. Okay, yeah, I fucks with you because you fucks with me. I basically said this, I'm looking for something. And the woman responded with, here's what you're looking for. You feel what I'm saying? But we break it down and we put these different stigmas and these different, you know, monikers towards it. And we change the substance of what it really is. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody has a general template of what they want based off of what is going to appeal to everybody else, not what appeals to themselves. You feel what I'm saying? So a pick-me, in essence, a lot of times pick-me's aren't inherently bad. You feel me? They're not inherently fucked up people. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like, you got to go through the pick-me's to understand what it is to truly be chosen. You feel what I'm saying? Like, off that other side, it's like, why am I going to chase something who doesn't want me to pick him? Like, really think about that shit too. Think about that shit too. I know we talk, you know, big ups, respect to Jamie Foxx. You feel me? I respect him in every way, shape, or form. You feel me? I used to watch his show, the Jamie Foxx show. I think it ran for like 5 seasons. He chased Fancy for 4. You feel me? Fancy want to pick me. You feel me? She wasn't a pick me in any way, shape, or form. Silas was a doctor. She had dudes that Fancy want to pick me by, you know, social media and modern day terms. She wasn't a pick me. You feel me? And he chased her. He chased her for like, this is what I want. I'm telling you that I want you. You feel me? It's like, no, I'm not going to tell you I want you to pick me. All right. Now we got to deal with that part. That's the other side of it. Something wanting you. And you're like, I didn't choose that. That's the power piece to it. It's like, well, I didn't pick that. I didn't say I wanted it. So whatever. You feel me? But I scream pick me. And then we look at the motherfuckers. Well, you picked them, you chose them, you did whatever the case may be. You picked her, you chose her, you do all these things. But how often do we only respond to what screams picks us rather than stepping up to say, I want to be picked? You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, from the man's perspective, I got brothers and shit that call me simps. Old heads call me simps all the time. So I asked them, I hit them with the rebuttals. You feel me? My rebuttal game crazy. I be like, all right, you calling me a simp. So what kind of man do you want for your daughter? Now, granted, I'm not putting myself in a position to where I'm like, okay, you're calling me a simp. You're making it seem like, and I'm not trying to put myself in, hype myself up for a grandiose kind of expression, but I'm very, very self-aware. You feel me? So the fact that despite of all of the shit that I put in, the work that I put in for personal healing, for personal growth, for personal understanding of self, life, the world, everything, in addition to the things that I've accomplished materially. You feel what I'm saying? You call me a simp in a negative light, right? Because I actively say, yo, I want these types of women to pick me. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. You feel me? I always use the metaphor when I talk about how I get women, or how I used to get women, how I used to get women when I was like a cheetah, which is what most men are. That's why you end up becoming a simp. I'm like, they're like, yo, I'm a spider, bro. The cheetah was too exhausting. And then it was no longer fun. You feel me? It's like, damn, I know what the fuck I'm going to eat. I know what the fuck I'm going to hunt. I know it has to let me catch it. You feel me? And that's the mindset of a lot of people who will look and acknowledge somebody as, you're a simp or you a pick me, because they're used to being the chaser. You feel me? That's one of the so-called gender roles. Another one of the gender roles motherfuckers don't want to give up. Motherfuckers don't want to give that shit up. You feel me? This is a form of patriarchy and misogyny. Let's if we're gonna really be 100 with it. Because if the man is always supposed to chase the woman and shit, and now you wonder why men that are like, yo, she's not even in my like space to be fucking with. Like, women have reached a point where it's like, collectively, no funny shit, they kind of have to be pick-me's. They have to actually acknowledge, yo, I want to be picked. Not just in their sister circles, but to the men that's trying to pick them. You dig what I'm saying? To the men that's trying to pick them. And those things played a part in this whole reality, in this whole dating shit. But like I said, it goes back into the patriarchy, because it's like all of that shit was established on women. Y'all can't speak in the presence of men. Y'all have to be chosen. You feel me? Oh, that's like, and y'all be with dudes. Y'all end up with dudes who ain't like, and that's another thing. It's like, when I look at sex, right? Dudes always, I need me a virgin. I need me a woman with some tight pussy, whatever the case may be. I'm sorry. I've experienced life too much. You feel me? When a woman's really like, no funny shit. You're not supposed to have sex with tight pussy. If you are, her pussy don't want you in it. It's just the reality, bro. I've never had sex with a woman whose pussy was tight. Didn't really know it, because I'm growing up young. I'm like, these are hoes, bro. They just loose. Nah, bro, they was sexually aroused. You sexually aroused them on all levels. They opened up. It was boom. It was supposed to happen. You were supposed to fall into the pussy. You feel me? But there's levels to that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Women that are the pick-me's who are getting picked, they're kind of the ones who they shit opens up like a lotus flower. They be busting off. They be, you know what I mean? But the ones that want to be, I don't want to be picked. You got to keep doing this shit in third. You got to keep like, y'all getting overlooked. And it's not because of your moral upstanding. It's not because you're modest, because you won't acknowledge that you want to be picked. Therefore, nothing can pick you. Nothing will pick you. Same with dudes. We set up a mentality where we are off the side that everything has to pick us. That's why we have a fucked up problem with rejection. You feel what I'm saying? Women don't have a problem with rejection. Men do. But it also goes into women are more shifted towards being pick-me's and being pursued. And men are more focused on pursuing, you know what I'm saying? And not being, you know, the simps or whatever the case may be. So it's like every woman's supposed to want me. No, she's not. You feel what I'm saying? And you got to put yourself in that position where you're mentally prepared to understand that and deal with that shit. You feel me? So when men carry this ego shit, like, you know, well, all women, I'm God's gift to earth. God, Allah, Jehovah, Yeshua, Jesus, Krishna, Buddha, all of them. I'm that gift to earth. So women just got to want me. And then now they need to be saying, okay, come pick me, come pick me. Those are that low value type motherfuckers. Because it's like, I don't have anything except the entitlement that I feel that because I'm a man, I'm supposed to be chosen. Like any woman I get supposed to, you know what I mean? Then I have the money, I have these things. And yes, that does fuck up the reality. But that taints the reality for the high value motherfuckers who actually can be viable in this type of realm. The motherfuckers who can look at you and say, you know what? I pick you. Pick me. Like, okay, cool. Because I'm mature enough to do that. You feel what I'm saying? I was, you know, talking to this woman one time. Well, we weren't talking. We exchanged literally like one conversation. So I don't want it to seem like we were talking. But we had a conversation. And I was talking about certain things, blah, 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 blah. And she was like, I'm into that too. Right? That's a pick me. That's a pick me. Now, granted, I didn't make a post and say, I didn't come at her and say some shit like, yeah, women, stupid bras get the best pussy. And then she come out and say, I got a 1.7 GPA. It's like, nah, bro. It's like, yo, I use a different example too. That was just a vague example, but I use a more specific one. I was having a conversation about I was talking about fucking plants and crystals or waist beads or some shit. I'm pretty sure it was plants. It was plants because the post was about, I said, fuck sending me some nudes. Send me a picture of you taking care of a plant. You feel what I'm saying? Dopest shot shit ever, yo. I can't even, like, her shit swished. I ain't even gonna be mad. I ain't even gonna lie. Her shit swished like a motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? But she sent me some nudes with some plants. But they weren't new nudes. And this is why the shit was different. And this is why I didn't classify her as a pick-me. They won't, like, the pussy won't bust it open. I didn't see no titties or whatever the case may be. It was the illusion of it. I ain't see shit, but I seen shit. You feel what I'm saying? What she sent was just like, y'all know how women do that shit where you lay on your side, you just take the side profile and shit. But she cut the pictures to where all I could see was skin. And then she sent her plants though. Her plants were all, I said, yo, she shot that shit right. But by definition of what everybody says, she's a pick-me. She's a pick-me. I put that position out there and she bit. She said, bam. What about both? I said, shit, I could fuck with both, but it wasn't like that. It didn't come off like that. And that's when I was looking at it like, there's a difference in the levels of pick-me's. You feel me? So we got to stop. And that keeps us as a whole from being in the relationships we want to be in. And that's why we're still longing for that other motherfucker, because we don't want to come into that step. Pick me. Choose me. I don't know. Somehow it makes us feel weak. Somehow it only does that shit towards relationships. You put in a job application. You feel me? What you gonna do 2 days later? I'm calling to check on the status of my application. Bitch, pick me. That's what you saying. Pick me. I'm showing you that you should pick me. You dig what I'm saying? You going out for a scholarship in college or whatever the case may be. You're like, yo, pick me. Yo, when I was filling out college applications and shit, I only filled out one for Fayetteville State. But that's beside the fact. Whenever I was filling out applications and shit, they were like, they would ask, why should we choose you? And you usually end your essays with, here's why I would make a good candidate. That's saying, here, bitch, pick me. The fuck? Pick me. I put in the work to be in this institution. I put in the work to be in this space. I put in the work to be here. Pick me. Suddenly that's completely wrong when it comes to a relationship. It's completely wrong when it comes to a relationship. No, motherfucker, pick me. Oh, you take care of plants and you say, ooh, you know how to keep shit alive. And that's my thing. Yes, show me that shit. Show me that I should pick you. You feel what I'm saying? Drake said, you ain't the only one trying to be the only one. You feel me? A part of me likes that. One half of me fucks with that shit heavy. The other half of me is like, there's still misogyny and shit. But it's a fine line. It's a fine line. I also lean towards, you ain't the only one that's trying to be the only one. But the difference is between one person and the next is who says, pick me. Who says, I want to fuck with you because you want to fuck with me. You dig what I'm saying? Now, granted, take it back to that GPA example and shit. That's just a dumb motherfucker wanting to fuck with a dumb motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? But there's also high value pick-me's. You feel me? There's high value pick-me's. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm a high value pick-me. I'm a very high value pick-me. And it don't look like it don't look like no pick-me shit when I'm doing it. You feel me? Because it's the value. It's the perceived value. It's the level that I'm on when it comes to the dating game and relationships and, you know, just the past life and the relationships, how I'm used to interacting with women. I'm a pick me. Motherfuckers don't know I'm because I don't be like, yo, pick me. And I don't just be doing it. I don't do it for the pussy. I think that's what the delineation comes in from. It's when you're operating as a pick me or a simp for sex. You feel me? I'm gonna pick me like a motherfucker. I ain't even gonna hold you, yo. I ain't even gonna hold you. If I see that you align, if as a woman you align with the ideals, principles, and morals that I stand on, and you put something and you show me something that is my ideals, my morals, and my principles, and you continue to do it, you damn right. I'm gonna say pick me. I'm gonna put myself on your radar and say, bam, what's up? Fuck with me. I fucks with you. I fucks with all the shit that you do. Now fuck with me. Let's become friends. Let's see what's up. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, for that to be said, when Shorty was like, you know, high value men don't like pick-me's. We do. High value women like simps. They like pick-me's too. It's just the level of what you simping for. It's the level of what you saying pick me for. You dig what I'm saying? My sister, I ain't gonna hold y'all, yo. If y'all put some shit, if y'all follow my social media, my sister will roast you if you are in the comments doing extra shit. Now, off this same token, my sister will also tell me why you don't talk to her, or she said, why you do the gentleman's curve on her? And then it's like, why you entertain this or why you do that and shit. My sister, she really keeps me grounded in a lot of this shit, especially relationship wise. But you feel me? She's seen the comment of somebody, you know, basically just talking about giving me some top. I'm like, shit. Okay. I'm trying to push it off, but like she's keeping going. My sister's like, damn, bro, like, you feel me? But at another token, like I said, because it was sex, it was based off of the sex part. You know, being based off of the sex part was more so, all right, bet, how do I maneuver this? All right, it's only sex. So you pick me. And when I'm looking at, if I just use that example, it's like, yo, you're telling me to pick you to give me some head. That's it. What are you saying you want me to pick you for? I think that also goes into it too, because she's like, yo, pick me. My head is what you talking about. Now, this is where the levels and this is where the problems comes in, because that person that may just be what that person is wants out of that. They don't necessarily want the relationship. I'm not gonna say she wants something dick. That's not what I'm saying. I mean, on a sexual perspective, that person may just want that. So pick me. They're telling you to pick me for what they really want. And we try to see more out of it sometimes. We try to look at it as more. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, my sister, she pretty much like, yo, bro, damn, she bold, ain't she? This social. I'm like, I know, bro. I can't control what the fuck they do. You feel me? I just control how I respond. But then she seen another comment where I think I was talking about this one. I know I was talking about crystals or whatnot. And this woman came in. I fucks with crystals. I fucks with this type of shit. That's what the post was. I said, show me. I said, the post was about give her a plant and give her some crystals. See what she do with them. You feel me? See what she do with them. See if she's appreciative. See if she's appreciative. See if she can take care of this plant. See if she's willing to take care of this plant. See if she just misplaces the shit that you give her. Like crystals they're relatively inexpensive, but at the same time, when the motherfuckers just like, people just, oh, why you ain't wearing that? It's like, yo, I don't really, okay, cool. That's not your realm. You feel me? They got a plant that they want you to take care. Like, no, that's a telltale sign. You're going to be taking care of the valuable things in their life. You feel me? But in making that post, I was like, yo, show me these two things. And then somebody, commented, woman commented, is like, yo, my plants stay this, that, and the third. They don't do this. I make sure I recharge my crystals and shit. Bam. By definition, she's a pick-me. By definition, she's a fucking pick-me. But she's a high value pick-me because this is the pick-me I was looking for. I'm literally like telling you, this is the shit I fuck with. This is the shit I do. Pick me. Okay, bam. I'm attracted to you. You attracted to me. Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not? Like, we get so much in this pride shit that we like, well, how come they say the nice guys are finishing. Nowadays, they're saying the nice guys are finishing last. I'm gonna speak on that shit. The nice guys are finishing last and the hoes is getting wiped. What the fuck is the problem? The problem is the motherfuckers that are finishing first, they chose to be picked. The motherfuckers that are getting wiped up, they said, pick me. They said, pick me, motherfucker. Pick me. It's a self-righteous motherfuckers. I ain't telling no motherfucking body to pick me. Either you want me or you don't. Either you this or you that. I'm trying to be motherfucking strong and shit. And now we all single just waiting to a point where now we don't even know the true depths of this pick me shit. Like you gotta co-sign it. You feel me? Even like back to the job metaphor. You calling them every day. Pick me. I want to check on the status of my application. Boom, 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 boom. All right, cool. We moving you in for your next interview. All right, cool. Bet. Now you go for your next interview, second interview. You call them and shit. Bam. They calling you, keeping you on touch. What do they have to do for you first before you can accept the job? You have to accept what they present to you. Do you not? You have to say, pick me. I'm picked. I'll take it. Nobody looks at it like that. We're not looking at it like that. We're not looking at relationships that same way. Okay, bam. This is the job. Let's use it like this. Let's say this man or that woman is the job you want. You apply. All right? They're shooting your shot. Say they shoot your shot. Now you apply. Now you got to follow up. What's the status of this, application? What's the status of what's going on? You feel what I'm saying? Because you got to see where you stand with them. You feel me? Pick me. Like, yo, fuck with me. I want to be fucked with. We already know that we align with each other. We already on the same page. Fuck with me. You feel me? Just fuck with me. And it's like, somehow it becomes a problem. And then it's like, now, here's what I have. Here's the offer. Okay, bam. I gave you a second interview. Bam. We do this. Now, here's what I have to offer you. Are you going to pick it? Hey, huddle up, broskies, because it's time to elevate. The secret to evolving masculinity is to define it, understand it, then apply it. The So For Real series defines masculinity as the spiritual, mental, and physical embodiment of the essence of analysis and deconstruction. From this definition, I explain how masculinity is not just the hat that we wear, but it's the essence that we must exude through application. If you enjoy the So For Real conversations, why not read the books that inspire them? Visit IamJustSeen.com right now to add the So For Real series to your library to get a better understanding of what masculinity really is. I promise, after reading So For Real, you will never look at masculinity the same again. It's different. But it's, like I said, it's levels to the shit, because if it's not rooted in sex, if it is rooted in sex, that's when it's that's a pick me, that's this. But anything else, you still carry that same energy. Because you think, you might be thinking, man, I don't want to come off like this. Like, I stopped worrying about being called thirsty, because I created my own little affirmations for shit to get me through those moments. You feel me? Like, yo, I ain't gonna, I remember if I would never, like, I remember any woman that I was attracted to on social media, if she posted a picture, I don't know why I did this, but I would never be the like in between 3 and 12. If she's already got 3 likes, I'll wait until she has after 12 to like it again, to like it. Because I'm like, yo, anything but like anything under 12, but more than 3 shows I've been watching. I don't know. I have some kind of delusional shit behind it, whatever the case may be. So I would wait until after 12 likes. So I could be the 13th. You feel me? I could be the 100th. I could be whatever. But at the same time, I would never, I put myself in that position because I didn't want to, oh, that's thirsty. Damn, she just posted it. Like, yo, I'm logged on. I'm on. The shit just hit my feed. Bam, bam. Here it go. I fucks with it. You feel what I'm saying? And I've reached a point where that thirsty shit used to like, yo, like, damn. I had to sit and realize. I was like, damn, bro. When I'm really interested in women, they call, like, I can get called thirsty. You feel what I'm saying? Or I'm doing too much or whatever the case may be. But I'm like, why doesn't it register to you that I'm telling you, even if I am being thirsty? You feel me? If that's how you perceive it. I don't know, man. I'm too nonchalant to really be, quote unquote, be thirsty. But you feel me? It's weird. But in being called thirsty, it's like that other person that's calling you thirsty, they're not acknowledging that. You have accepted, you know what? You who I want to quench my thirst. Like, I want you to quench my motherfucking thirst. But you don't want to give me the water. You rather just, acknowledge, I ain't no pick me. Don't pick me. I'm not like, you feel me? And then it's like, I would be the pick me on that side, for the thirsty conversation. It's like, yo, pick me. I want to do this. I want to do, like, I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing this. But it's like, what you pick me for determines how everything else is going to play itself out. Keep that shit in mind. You feel me? This is how this is why y'all be getting fucked over off one night stands, men and women. I picked you to fuck you. That's it. I didn't pick you for shit else. I picked you to fuck you. And we also got to be honest with that shit. What made you scream? I just, like if I put out, if I, let's say I was that person who put the post out and said some shit about, I just want, you feel me? I said, stupid women got the best head, the best sex, or whatever the case may be. And somebody responded with I had a 1.7 GPA. Okay, bam. Fuck the GPA. Fuck all that shit. I understand the principle of what you're saying right now. I'm telling you, I want some good pussy. And I happen to know it come from stupid broads. You telling me you a stupid broad, therefore you got some good pussy. Let's find out. The common denominator here is what the pussy is. You feel me? That's what you're being picked for. You can't expect anything else out of that shit. Same side of that. My brothers. I want to, I'll take care of you. I'll do this. You feel me? My woman ain't gonna never have to do these things. You can't get a woman who screams pick me because they want that shit. You feel me? You can't dangle gold and get mad at the gold digger. Like, you can't. I get it. A lot of people say, well, men always talking about we want them for the money that they ain't got. All right. What Kanye say? But while he washing, watch him. He gonna make it to a Benz out of that Datsun. You feel what I'm saying? So now it's like, it's one of those things where we live a certain life and then what attracts, it's like, yo, pick me. Pick me. Now, bad bitches are easy to get picked because they're also attached to the gold digging. Again, bad bitches, dramatic effect. Y'all know how I rock. But it's connected to that. You feel me? It's different because it's like, I asked my brothers, I'm like, yo, why don't you change your wording? Instead of saying, fucking with gold diggers, you feel me? Stop reaffirming, yo, I'm tired of gold diggers, whatever the case may be. The universe don't give a fuck what you're tired about. It says you're tired, but you keep talking about it. Like, you keep bringing this shit up, so I'm going to keep bringing it in your life. The fuck? Change that shit. You feel me? Rather than saying, I don't want to fuck with gold diggers, I want to fuck with financially stable women. That's what we fuck up. We don't blurt it. We just put the label as these women want money. Okay. To do what with? You feel me? To do what with? That's an important piece. You feel me? Granted, all of the women want money. Everybody wants money. That's stupid as fuck. I don't give a fuck who you are. That's stupid as fuck to not value money. You know? But it's different because the financially stable woman, she wants money for the freedom. The gold digger wants money to blow. You feel me? So when they both scream pick me, you feel me? We have not made the distinction between a gold digger and a woman who's looking for financial stability. It's different. A woman looking for, I'm going to say it like this. A woman looking for financial stability knows what financial stability looks like. A woman looking for gold knows what gold looks like. What do you look like? You dig what I'm saying? What do you look like? You have to come to terms with that and answer that. You dig what I'm saying? But they're going to say, pick me when this is what you put out. You feel me? Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm this, that, I'm third. I'm this, that, and the third. You're going to get a woman who wants that shit. You feel me? Perfect example. I was talking to this woman who, I'm not going to say she was a gold digger. I'm not going to say she was financially stable. But she was somewhere in between of letting go of being a gold digger and walking into financial stability. But she was still stuck in the middle. You feel me? So our initial attraction was based on the fact that I was a, budding entrepreneur. I'm doing these things, moving up in ranks of jobs and shit, looking at the income. But it's like, where's your shit at? So it's pick me. I want that. Pick me. You feel me? She was a high value. Like I said, I'm a high value motherfucker. So everybody I fuck was high value. I can't not look at it like that. You feel me? Back to the shorty was saying, yo, high value men can't deal with pick-me's. Yes, they can. They just deal with high value pick-me's, bro. Because at the end of the day, I need to know, like, you feel me? Pick me. Like, you tell me this is what you want. You feel me? But at the same token, that made me really transition myself. More so for being what a woman needed for a man and being the man I needed to be. You dig what I'm saying? Now, it's a very thin line, and I know it's semantics, because it's a very thin line between the two. Because I am being the man that I need to be, but I'm also being the man that a woman can need. But I'm not leaning on towards being a man that a woman can need. I'm leaning on being towards a man that I needed to be for myself. You feel what I'm saying? All that other shit is irrelevant to me. You feel what I'm saying? So when switching that paradigm, you know what I mean? It changed my perspective, because when it's like, I want to be all that a man, like the first relationship, the first true relationship I got in, the one that ended up in heartbreak, like all of my relationships were real, but this one was the one that I can honestly say was like, she was relationship. Like, yeah, I had girlfriends before, but this was like that relationship shit that makes you grow. Everything, you know what I mean, is different. It transforms you in ways. But my mentality with her was, I want to be all the man that she needs. You feel me? That's more so I was leaning. I was still being the best man that I needed to be, but my focus was being all the man that she needed. You know what I mean? And what kind of person was she? She was a person who was looking for a man who's going to be all that she needs. You dig what I'm saying? So we meshed for that time frame. And it ultimately ended how it was going to end, because I was never leaning on towards being the best man I needed to be. I was never focusing on my shit. I was focusing on hers. I was focusing on making sure she was on point. She was always straight. And like, no, nigga, like, when you look at, if you in an airplane and the bitch is going down, when the mask drop, they tell you to secure your shit first, then the people after you. You feel me? Even if you got babies, they say you put your oxygen mask on, then you help the child with theirs. You don't put the child's mask on first and then yours, because what if you pass the fuck out? Now it's two motherfuckers that can't get the shit. You feel me? It's levels. You feel me? So it's like, in that, I presented that. I'm the type of man. I'm the man who's going to be the man that a woman needs. She approached me. I'm the type of woman who needs a man to be all I need him to be. Pick me, I pick you. You're chosen. You dig what I'm saying? It's different. Now I'm on a different perspective because now I'm looking at it from, I'm going to be the man I need to be for me. I've broken all of the other shit. Fuck what y'all want me to be. I've reached that point in my life now. Fuck what y'all want me to be. I'm going to be who, and I'm going to pick who says pick me to what I am. Simple. You dig what I'm saying? And I think that's probably why I look at it differently. And I'm able to see that other side. Because I'm like, oh, she's a pick me. She's asking me to pick her. She's asking me to pick her based off of where I stand. I don't think people get that shit. I'm not offering sex. I'm not offering none of these things. I'm offering to be the best motherfucker I am. You feel what I'm saying? The best possible person I can be. Not the best man that you need, the best person I can be. And you need that in your relationship. You need that to be what drives you, what kind of man you feel that you need to be with. That's when I started to fuel that. When I started to fuel that and put that into more context, like the pick me was different. I never looked at them as pick me's. Case in point, when I did the shouts to, the sister, man, we ain't talked in a minute, but life and shit, but shouts to the sister for that. You feel what I'm saying? She sent this isn't a moment of degrading. This isn't a moment to belittle her. This isn't a moment to say, oh, she's like, no, these are the pick-me's that win. The ones who say, okay, this is your natural essence. And this is what you're saying that you want. You feel me? I'm attracted to you. You attracted to me. Pick me. Here's why. Oh, you send news and you take care of plants too? I fucks with you. Heavy. Like, yo, because that means I don't have to change much about myself. Now, granted, this is not to say I'm not going to grow. It's not to say I'm putting in my mind that when you get with a pick me, you don't have to do anything. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I don't have to deviate to what my intention is for myself. You dig what I'm saying? I don't have to deviate from that shit. And it is in knowing that is like, yo, I don't give a fuck about if a woman says, like, I'm more so like this. We got to attract each other. I'm done pursuing women. This is why I was using the metaphor about spiders and cheetahs. I'm done chasing women. I'm done. I'm going to set up the motherfucking spider web. And if you fly in it, you fly in it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not going to worry about, like, I set it up, like, I look at it like this. As a spider, you set up the motherfucking web. You don't worry about the flies that keep flying over your shit. You don't worry about the flies that could potentially come, or you don't sit there and think about, oh man, if this big ass horsefly come up in here, what if I just get one horsefly? Like, nah, you like, fuck it. Here's my web, bro. Welcome to my house. When the fly lands, it's like, you're telling me to pick you. You chose to be here. You see what this web is about and you landed in it. Now, granted, it does get more graphic because you're talking about animals and shit. And it's like, oh, you just ate the motherfucker? You killed them? Like, nah, that's not what I'm meaning in that regard. I mean, I can now take my time. You feel what I'm saying? As a cheetah, the gazelle is fucking 100 feet away. Right? I got to crouch down in the grass. I got to low crawl. I can't step on no sticks. Like, the motherfucker can't hear me. I got to get within a good 30, 40 feet before I can take off and catch his ass. Or her, whatever the fuck it is. You feel me? And it might get away, but I gotta chase it. That bitch might hit a juke on me, might fake left and go right. I might try to bounce. I might try to bite the motherfucker on the ass, and the bitch kick me and throw my whole run off. But in the kick, it was able to push off of me and get a little bit more momentum and take off. And now a cheetah can only run, 65 to 70 miles per hour, like sprinting. But it can only do it for a certain amount of time. It ain't like this shit's endless. You feel me? That shit gets exhausting. You feel me? Some cheetahs miss their meals. Some cheetahs don't eat the first hunt. Like, they go. They got to keep at it. You feel what I'm saying? Spiders never miss meals. Why? Because they say, look, you land, you mine. That's what it is. You feel me? That fly said, pick me. It said, pick me. I ain't going nowhere. You feel me? But I think that's a part of the, when we apply it to actual relationships, it comes off different because it's like, you know, if somebody's saying pick me or whatnot, it's like, damn, why? Like my relationships that, you know, where a woman actually chose me, it was a good relationship. She won't nagging. She won't. But if I'm still trying to convince her pick me, oh, I got to do all this other crazy shit and all of that, it's like, it's different because it's levels to the shit. You know, there was women that I have met that, you know, on the surface, it was, we fucking, that's what I'm picking you for. Fucking, all we do is throw sexual innuendos out and you get mad when I fuck you and leave you alone. That was the reference that I made in the pick me post where I was talking about, yeah, they get picked and put back down, like picked up and put back down. You feel me? That was the, you know, misogyny side of it all. But it was the reality of it. Same happens with dudes. We don't even know that. Some women have, like, on some real shit, because I'm telling y'all need to start being platonic friends with women. Y'all learn a lot of the secrets, yo. Like, for real. Women know they gonna, like, just like we know who we want to fuck the moment we see them, women know who they gonna fuck. Women know who they gonna fuck. But, you feel me? They base it off of where that man stands. When he says pick me. You feel me? Oh, is he just talking about slinging dick? Yeah. When I know the women who send me, you know, I'm a slim dude. So I know when I get the post about, you know, the skinny alien dude with a lot of dick walking through, you feel me? It's like, yeah, fundus pushers. You feel me? That's one capacity of it. So it's like when you come off and that's what you, like, I know that's what you're telling me to pick you for. That's all I'm going to pick you for. Every relationship is about using somebody. Every connection is about using somebody. Fuck what you heard. Everybody told me, oh, that's a user, that's takers and all that shit. You're supposed to use people. But you're only supposed to use them for what you can get out of them. And what you can bring out of them. That's my philosophy. That's one of the philosophies. I use everybody in my circle. Everybody in my circle gets used. You feel what I'm saying? But they only get used for what I can pour into them. Right? So when they scream and pick me, just off the surface of wanting to fuck, you can't get mad at me when I just fuck you. You can't. The bait that I put in was fuck. Like, was fuck bait. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about fucking. You bit off of fucking. So I fucked you and I'm wrong? No. Both sides. That's both sides. Men and women. You feel me? I got fucked before. A couple times. Women, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm fucking her. She's fucking like, no. It's like, nigga, I just wanted some dick. And I wanted it from you. And you gave it to me. And you bit on it. You said, pick me. I'll give you some dick. Like, for real. And so I got to understand, like, now that I'm older, I understand that that's the only way the relationship gonna work. I learned that. Like, what you decide to pick that person for, what that person picks you for, is the capacity. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it the capacity. And that's what you have to stay in. That's the realm you got to stay in. You feel me? But I think it's bullshit how we try to condemn pick-me's. You feel me? Like I said, I'm a pick-me, bro. I'm a pick-me. If you got what I want, look, my thing is this. If I'm looking at you, right, and I know what type of woman I want for my life. I know what type of woman I want to give me babies. I know what type of woman I want to lead me and you know, be my peace. All of that good shit. If I know what type, yes, when I see that type of one, I'm telling her to pick me. I don't give a fuck, bro. I can't be in that space. You feel what I'm saying? And I will hope at the same time, if I'm what she wants, she declares, yo, pick me. Cause I'm going to pick you. Like, the fuck, you're the one that's there. Go back to the job metaphor. If I got two candidates, I have one candidate that's always calling. I have one candidate every time I call. Like, these are both quality candidates. They're neck and neck. These are the last two. My second interview and my final decision goes down to these motherfuckers. Well, I already gave them the second interview. My final decision goes down to these two motherfuckers. Who am I going to go with? The motherfucker who I got to continually call and who doesn't answer, and I'm keep leaving messages for, or the motherfucker who's calling me? Who the fuck wants the job more? Right? But somehow relationships, we can't get that logic. We can't get that logic. You feel me? She's showing me that she wants me to pick her. You feel me? For the ladies, he's showing you that he wants you to pick him. How is that simple? How is that a bad fucking thing? You feel me? I think what it really boils down to in the core of it all is that somehow, somewhere along the way, we've lost the understanding and we lost the essence of our own value. So we don't think we should be picked. Yeah, I'm going to let that one breathe a little bit. I'm going to let that one breathe a little bit because as long as we're doing the picking, we have already created that stigma. Yo, pick me. Ain't nobody going to choose me. So why would I be a pick me? Nobody's going to pick me. And then that same token makes us look down and condescendingly on people who actually do say that shit. Nah, motherfucker, this is what I want. Pick me. This is what I want and this is what wants me. Here it goes. Pick me, motherfucker. Pick me, please. I'm asking. You feel me? But like I said, where it becomes problematic is the point in what you're being picked for shows up. You feel what I'm saying? And I think because a lot of us mainly only get the opportunities to choose to be chosen as a pick-me from the sexual perspective, and it's rarely from anything higher, we can't see that, yo, there's pick-me's on this higher level too. There's high-value pick-me's. I know this shit. I'm telling you, I experienced this shit. I talked to them like, yo, she wanted me to pick her. Like, you feel what I'm saying? And a lot of times, it's like, I don't be oblivious to the people that shooting shots. I don't be oblivious to that shit. I don't be ignoring people. You feel me? I you know what I mean? When women, you know, quote unquote, shoot their shot, I'm open for that shit. I highly encourage it. You feel me? I highly encourage that because we got to change these narratives. That's the reason why y'all settling. Men don't settle. We don't settle because we don't have to. Goes back to that thing about men marry who they want to, women marry who they can. We don't gotta settle. You feel me? I get it. Well, men fuck who they want. Women fuck who they want. Men fuck who they can. Still, we ain't got to settle. Because when it's all said and done, when I really want to get my shit together, I can find another woman who's looking for a ring right now. You feel me? And the shit can still function and flow properly. You know, women can't necessarily do the same thing. But I'm saying that on the strength that it's like, when we look at all the dynamics and we look at all the different characters that go into the shit, it's like, why don't women? Women ultimately end up being pick-me's because women don't know how to pursue. Women can't pursue. When they're really attracted to a dude, they're like, I'm going to manifest this motherfucker. I'm going to pop up into certain places. I'm going to do some stalkerish shit. You know what I'm saying? Make him see me, but I'm never going to speak to him. And then when he speaks to me, it's going to be on some, okay. You feel me? Like, say something if you want to say something. You feel what I'm saying? Don't just say something in the capacity of, you know, this is what I got to settle for. Because women ultimately end up settling for whoever's left. And then it's like, well, pick me. I got to pick them. I got to pick this person. You feel me? Man, no, we can always start over. We can get some money and go fuck with a 25-year-old. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. Women could do it too. Women could do it too. The difference is they just can't, you know, continue the lineages and shit. That's one of my biggest problems with cougars and shit. I love cougars. I love them, but they can't give me babies. It's not that they can't. You feel me? They won't give me babies. Some of their babies is half my age. So it's like, I'm done having mine. No, you can't be done. I can't fuck with you then because I'm not wasting my time. Unless we're talking about what you're picking, what I'm picking you for and what you're picking me for. If we just gonna agree to fuck, let's do that. Let's do that shit. Let's just say, okay, look, I want to fuck with, look, I don't want a relationship. I don't want this type of shit. I know I can't have this with you. So here's what I can have with you. Let's rock with that. I know a couple who are, and see, that's the thing about it. A lot of women are actually down for that shit. A lot of brothers don't know that shit. This is why we end up going, because it's like we don't want to be honest. You don't want to be honest. But we fuck with pick-me's because at the end of the day, it's like, yo, why do you fuck with pick-me's? Because they asked to be picked. It's simple. It's simple. Why did this motherfucker hire you? Because you wanted to get hired. Granted, you were the better candidate or whatever the case may be. But like I said, sticking to the metaphor, I'm calling this person that I got to keep calling. But this person is calling me about the job. You feel me? That person wants it more. That's the pick-me. That's the motherfucker saying pick-me. Why the fuck? Why the fuck is it so different? And why the fuck is it so problematic? And why the fuck can't we do that shit in relationships? What's the problem? What is really the defining factor? What is really the thing that makes us not want to do it? And I personally feel like, for one, it's like we live in this society now where everybody wants to be important. Everybody wants to be important without doing anything of importance. And because of that, everybody wants to be important without doing anything of importance. And in doing that, they don't feel as if they're not willing to acknowledge the level they're on when somebody's able to pick you. When somebody's able to scream, pick me, and that's your cert, hey, that's where you at. You might just be the top of that. You feel me? But at the same time, because we live in this world where everybody wants to be important, it feels good to have somebody chase you. It feels good to have somebody want you. It feels good to say something and motherfuckers say, yo, pick me, pick me, pick me. But it feels that much more better. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. It feels that much more better when you are tapped in, you're self-aware, you're in tune with yourself, and you say, I pick you. Yes, pick me because I want you to fit into my life. Pick me because I know what the fuck I'm looking for. And you just told me what you're looking for, and I know that I am that. You dig what I'm saying? I know that I am that. You feel me? I know what I want out of a relationship with women. I know what I'm supposed to get. So damn it, if you got those skills, say that shit. The fuck? You feel me? If I say fuck sending nudes, you send some motherfucking plants so I can see if you can take care of them. You send me some nudes and some plants. I fucks with you. I could fucks with you on that shit. You feel me? And then you don't send me nudes. You just send me some, some shit from my imagination. And it was like, the shit was so beautiful. It was so dope. Cause like, she still had on like her little night robe type shit. But it was just like, I knew nothing was under there. But at the same time, you didn't show me shit, but you showed me a lot. And now it's like, damn, bro, I wonder what that shit look like. I'm like, did it right. And then you sent me the motherfucking plants. Oh, yo, you got plants. You didn't just go buy this plant for this. Like, no, you have them. Water and the motherfucking soil ain't dry. That shit dark. Okay, I fucks with you. I see you. But that person said pick me. Because this is what you want to have in your space. Why is that such a problem? Why is that so wrong? Like, why are we looking at that as such a negative connotation? Seeing that if somebody's a pick me, they not. Nah, fuck that shit. I know high value pick me's. I'm a high value pick me. Fuck you and kiss my ass if you think otherwise. You feel what I'm saying? When I see the woman that you embody every fucking thing I want you. Damn it. Pick me. Choose me. What I got to do to show you that we on the same wavelength. Now, I'm not going to go above and beyond. Don't get me wrong. It's me. I'm not going to go on that shit where I'm on some bring it back full circle. I'm not going to be on no Jamie Foxx shit. You feel me? Or Jamie King, because we're talking about the show. He chased fancy for 4 seasons. Got in the 5th? Fuck no. Fuck no. If I said pick me, you ain't pick me in the first season, fuck that. I got 4 other seasons that these other women are looking for. And it's like, I'm growing, I'm evolving, but I'm still like, bam, this is what I want. You feel me? This is what I present. This is what I need in my life. So damn it, when that shit presents itself to me, I'm like, pick me. Feel me? If an opportunity knocked right now and it came through, you gonna ignore the shit? No. You're gonna hop on that motherfucker. Why? Because it's the opportunity you were looking for. Feel me? Same shit with pickings. Same shit with pickings. It's just levels. You feel me? Some people are pick-me's for the sex. You feel me? Dudes be like, yo, I eat your ass. Then this is like, y'all dudes is fucking weird, bro. Y'all niggas is weird. How the fuck are y'all, like, y'all initiating conversation? I eat your ass. I suck a fart out your butt. Like, damn, bro. Like, you don't even know if she got athlete's foot or not, bro. The fuck? Feel me? She could have halitosis and you talking about cause no, fuck that. Fuck that. That's the thing. And some women will bite on that. They'll pick that dude. Oh, he eat ass. I want my ass ate. And then you try to build off. No, that wasn't the contract for the relationship. The relationship was about eating ass. Him eating your ass. You picked him to eat your ass. Now you ate your ass and now you're mad because he wants more. Or now you want more and shit. I got to keep this ass eater around. No. You feel me? I'm using ass because that's the I guess the thing that everybody keeps talking about now. But dudes are going to that extent, and that's where they're getting the simps from. You feel me? The women, the pick-me's, are going to a length where they're saying things like, well, you know, I could do this, that, and the third. You feel me? Ride a dick and keep the shit still inside. You know, spin around and keep it inside. That's a bad motherfucker. You feel me? But at the same time, it's like, yo, you said pick me. I picked you to spin around this dick with it still inside, motherfucker. You ain't my girl. You can't be my girl. You can't be none of that shit. That's the problem to the pick me side. You dig what I'm saying? That's the power to the pick me side. When you on that mental level, you feel me? Sapiosexual, sapiophiles. We need to understand the difference between that shit. It's a lot of motherfuckers claiming sapiophile, acting like sapiophiles when they're really just sapiosexuals. Sapiophile is one who loves smart people, one loves intelligence. Sapiosexual, they want to fuck smart people. Know the difference. Feel me? I had a lot of women come on here. I'm a sapiosexual. I'm a sapio. What the fuck is up? You feel me? So it was on some shit like, I'm thinking that's how I learned the differentiation between sapiophile and sapiosexual. Because I'm like, oh, you just want to fuck a smart dude. So I fucked you. We fucked, and now you got fucked by a smart dude. You want to fuck again, and that's all you want is to fuck a smart nigga. Like, that's it. You don't really want to be in a relationship. I wanted to do that shit. I wanted that extra shit. But this is what the contract, the agreement was for what you said pick me, for what I laid out to be picked me for, yo. I was like, yo, I'm sapiosexual. Yo, me too. I'm sapiosexual. That's why I had to change that shit. I'm sapiophile. I'm not just sapiosexual, yo. You know what I mean? It's different. But then even to the spirit side, you feel me? On the spiritual side, it's like, yo, be who, like, you feel me? I need a woman who knows how to do alchemy. I need a woman who knows how to manifest shit. I need a woman who knows how to set intentions correctly and shit. Like, I need that. I need that. So if I meet a woman who says pick me and she does that shit, I'm gonna pick her. I'm not gonna fucking deal with y'all goofy motherfuckers. Telling me, oh, she's a pick me. She's this. I'm attracted to her. She's attracted to me. She do the shit that I do. I do the shit that she do. And she say pick me. Yes. Yes. Why not? Why not? This shit makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? But like I said, as long as we keep putting it on a carnal level of sex, it's like, yo, there's quality. Like, ain't no real woman gonna be no pick me. You'd be surprised. You'll be surprised. Because a real woman is smart enough to know that I want this man. This man wants me. I'm going to tell him to pick me then. By telling him to pick me, I'm acknowledging, yes, I want you. I've already picked your ass. Now you pick me. I've already picked you. Now you pick me. You feel me? That's not difficult. That's not difficult. Men the same way. You feel me? Us on the same way. You feel me? The women tell like, yo, you can't, like, that's not simping. That's not simping. If you got everything that I'm looking for, I got everything you looking for. We attracted to each other. You've already shown you pick me. You damn right. I'm gonna pick you. I'm gonna tell you, like, I picked you already. That's why I'm here. That's what the fuck I'm here for. I picked you already in my head. I got you. Now pick me. Now pick me, and let's see if it really works. But like I said, as long as we're not operating on it from that perspective, as long as we're not operating it from the perspective of logic, and we're just relegating it down to the basic carnal aspect, and we're only focusing on, you know, the pick me motherfuckers, a lot of us are going to remain single solely because we don't really want a motherfucker that wants us. And that is the importance of it all. We want the motherfucker who we got to chase, but we rarely want the motherfucker who wants us. And don't forget to take a moment to go get your exclusive merchandise from Just Scenes merch. At Just Scenes, each piece is specifically crafted with positive imagery and symbolism. From the titles and designs to the descriptions, each style gives you something to feel great about. With everything from hoodies and tees to coffee mugs and tote bags, we have something for the entire family. So be sure to get yours today. Find us on Instagram at Just Scenes merch and get your merchandise right now. And I think I'm going to tie it up there. I think I've served the purpose of what I was talking about. You know, that conversation just kind of got me. You know, it was like, bro, how can you be in that space? Oh, you know, would you fuck with a pick me? Yes, I would. I fuck with a pick me that's at my pick me level. The fuck? It don't look like pick me's at that point. You dig what I'm saying? It don't look like pick me's at that point. You feel me? I'm very well aware of shit, but the way in which I run my main social media page, it's so sporadic and it's so chaotic, it seems. But there's peace there. That's why I always tell people peace is the control of chaos. My page may look like it got a lot of shit going on, but it's really just one simple thing. Just sing. I do all of the shit. Like, I do what I do. But you feel what I'm saying? There's levels to the types of pick me bait. There is. You feel what I'm saying? There's levels to the shit. So it's like when a woman shows up and says, pick me, I can't just dismiss her. Because what is she asking me to pick her for? You feel me? What did I just put out there for her to ask me to pick her? Like, I'm now in a position now where all of the women that I fuck with, they got shit to lose. I'm in a position where all of the women that I fuck with, that I can fuck with, that I potentially fuck with, they have shit going for them. They have different levels of understanding. We're all in the same kind of, we're in a niche. The shit fits. You dig what I'm saying? So if they say pick me, I'm more inclined to do it. You in my circle. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? Like, I'm not, you feel me? And vice versa. I would hope that if I'm telling the woman, yo, I want to pick you. If you're seeing my intentions like, oh, some pick me shit, if that's how you see it, that's how you see it. You feel me? But at the same time, from the other perspective, I got to look at it like, bro, everything that I just laid out that I said that I want to do that I am, she is. She wants that too. Bam, pick me, baby. I'm going to shoot my shot. I'm going to shoot my shot and say, yo, what's popping? What's cracking? How you feeling, baby? What's up? You feel me? I ain't going to do all of that shit. Like, that's probably why my shots never really, like, they never really hit the way motherfuckers think they hitting. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it be on some shit like, my shooting the shot ain't me saying, hey, beautiful, hey, this. Because all of that shit is known. Like, certain shit I don't do anymore because it's like, I don't, like, you should know. You should know. I'm not going to come on to you with your, hey, beautiful, peace queen, that shit. That's just corny to me now. That shit's corny. The black woman is God shit. I can't do that shit anymore. That's pick me shit. The fuck? I be getting called simps and shit by motherfuckers that do shit like that. You feel me? The black woman is God and this, that, and the third and shit. Like, no, y'all using that for that. I don't have to use that shit. You feel what I'm saying? But you feel me? Because it's like, there's not flattery. Because I always say this, I try to be friends and not friendly. I try to compliment with the I, not compliment with the E. No, compliment. I try to compliment with the E, not compliment with the I. It's compliments over compliments. Because, like, at this age, at this stage, even at, like, I ain't, like, if we're in the same niche, like, we rub elbows together. You feel me? We can operate in the same space. That's the first check off for me. You dig what I'm saying? So certain shit is not like, my thing is like, when I'm shooting my shot or when I'm having my conversations that are shot shooting conversations and shit, it's based off of how well can we mesh in our niche. I know you here. I know you fuck with the woke shit. I know you spiritual. I know you Pan-African. I know you RBG. I know you fuck up. I know you all of these things. You feel me? I know these things. I know you woke. I know you about nation building. I know these things because we're in the same niche. That's a no-brainer. You feel me? So my goal now is no longer to try to talk to you based off of your physical appeal to me. That's understood. You feel me? I don't know. Maybe I'm vain or whatever the case may be. But physical appeal is understood to me. You feel me? The moment we come onto each other and shit like that, physical attraction is already off the table. I don't have to worry about that. You feel me? I'm good at reading body language. I'm good at reading energy, eyes contact, and all that shit. I can tell when a woman's physically attractive to me. I mean, physically attracted to me. You feel me? And I would hope she knows the same shit. Now, granted, I know they say, well, sometimes it just feels good. Yes, sometimes it feels good. I don't need to initiate the conversation with that shit. You know you cute. I know I'm cute. We cool. You feel me? Now, my realm of pick me is, okay, let's have a conversation within our niche. One of the deeper ones. Let's see where your mind maneuvers with that shit. You dig what I'm saying? If I say, let's talk about astrology, right? And all you want to talk about is how transit, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. That's cool. That's all fine. I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking that at all. That's cool. But then it's like, what about the deeper levels? Can you teach me more about it? Can you show me this? I dealt with a woman who was big on astrology and couldn't teach me about it. I ended up guiding her into new shit that she didn't know about. I said, but that's not your shit. So I said, at this point, there's no reason why, you feel me? If that's your shit, I should be able to one up you in your shit. I should be able to sit. I'm supposed to be sitting at your feet. Logically. You feel what I'm saying? But it's like those conversations really paint the picture and change the direction. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you in your niche, it's like, I can't flatter you. I can't just pay you compliments. Peace, queen. Yo, you beautiful. God is sitting in there. I don't call y'all none of that shit no more. I stopped it. I stopped it in 2016 with the whole black woman is God thing. When that shit started popping, I said, because this is not going to be good for our sisters in the long run. I said the shit. You feel me? Now you got to look at it like this. Dudes laying the black woman is God thing, you know, calling the black woman God and shit. And how's God still a pick me? Shit don't make sense. It don't make sense because it's the flattery of it all. You feel what I'm saying? I've had women, you know, because of the way in which I hold, you know, black women to a certain standard, and they were used to dealing with men not dealing that. Like, you know how much I could have got off of that, and I didn't exploit it. I never exploited it. I still maintain like, yo, baby girl, I'm practicing celibacy. I'm not crossing that line with you because I don't know you like that. You feel me? Well, I'm woke too. I'm this and that. Yeah, but it's levels to this shit. It's levels to this shit. You woke, but I'm woke, but I sleep in. You feel me? That means I go back to sleep from time to time, and I can wake myself back up. You know what I'm saying? Jokingly. But the point that I wanted to drive home with all of this, mainly for women, but for everybody collectively, break out of this mentality that's pick me shit. You feel me? Acknowledge that you really want something. Really acknowledge that shit. Yo, I really want that. So I'm going to say that I want that. Like, what the fuck? Relationships are the only things that are off limit. I want this motherfucking Maserati. I want that shit. Maserati, pick me. You feel me? I want this job. Employer, pick me. I want to go to this college. College, pick me. I want to be in a relationship with this motherfucker. Don't you dare pick me. I ain't telling you shit. Don't you pick me. I ain't gonna tell you to do shit. Fuck that. I ain't simping for these hoes, man. Fuck all that shit, man. I ain't about to be out here. Nah, that's why we can't have fruitful relationships. That right there is because we're not mutually trying to pick motherfuckers. We're trying to have people. That's it. We trying to have people. A lot of this shit that they talking about, I got to put it in perspective for men. We don't be picking these women. We be like, you ever paid attention to the connotations and shit? Yo, I got bitches, or I have hoes. I have bitches. Like, I have them. I don't pick them. I don't pick these hoes. I don't pick these bitches. I don't pick these skip, scap, scallywags, whatever the fuck y'all call them these days. I don't pick them. They pick me, and I have them. I don't pick them. This is why I cut them off. This is why I walk away. This is why it's so dangerous now. Because a lot of women are now trying to embrace the shit that men did. You can't do it the way we did it. You can't do it the way we did it. Because our goal was never to pick anything. Y'all are picking. Y'all are picking what you're trying to hold around with. No. That's stupid. You don't pick what you're holding around with. That's why they hoes. You don't pick them. They pick you. You dig what I'm saying? They pick you. And then you have your way with them. You have them. You feel what I'm saying? It's not until you really tap into that point where you're like, yo, know what? I picked that. I picked them. I'm picking them. I'm choosing to pick them. I'm going to pick them. We need to really acknowledge that and really step back into that mentality. Our relationships would be different. Women would be in more healthy relationships. The reason why I'm really speaking on this now from the women's perspective, because y'all will be in more healthy relationships. And by being in more healthy relationships, because you dictated, I chose this motherfucker. I'm picking you. You feel me? I'm going to pick you. I'm going to acknowledge that I want you and I'm going to pick you. I'm going to go get you. You feel me? I get it. Meet me halfway, whatever the case may be. Like, you're going to meet each other halfway when it's all inclusive. When it's mutually inclusive, you're going to meet each other halfway. There is no going to be one person has to pursue, one person has to accept. There is no, y'all going to meet each other halfway. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all going to meet each other halfway. And in meeting each other halfway, y'all both are picking each other. You don't even know. You dig? But, you feel me? The point that I was making with that was that women, y'all have to get to that point collectively where y'all are willing to start picking men. Not settling, but picking men. And being comfortable doing that shit and picking from the level that you're supposed to be picking from. You feel me? Y'all ain't got a problem with picking flowers. How does a woman pick flowers, bro? You feel me? Take a woman to a flower shop, a little boutique, whatever they call these motherfuckers. Take them, it is a boutique. I don't know, whatever. Take them to one of those. Tell her you're gonna buy her some flowers, whatever flower she wants. Watch her smell the flowers. Watch her feel them. Watch her look at all of these motherfucking flowers and say, I like these. I don't like these. I want these. I want these. I like these. I like these. I pick each and every one of these, bundle them up. Let's go. That's how they pick them. You feel me? That's how we be picking these hoes. You feel me? But the problem, I mean, that's how we be having these hoes, but we don't pick them. We never pick hoes. Let's keep that a buck. I'm going to put that on a perspective right now because I know it seems like we do not pick hoes. We have hoes. It's a difference. Understand that shit. This is why y'all be getting fucked over in the game when you try to do what we do because y'all pick your hoes. We don't. We don't pick hoes. We have hoes. You guys pick hoes. And that's where the game comes in. That's where the game is fucked up. That's why y'all losing the game. Because when y'all pick hoes, a hoe is a hoe. Man or woman, a hoe is a hoe. You're going to get the same hoe shit, same outcome of a hoe in that same regard. But when y'all pick them, you feel me? When y'all pick hoes, it holds something special to you because you made that choice. We ain't pick these hoes. As men, we don't pick hoes. The hoes pick us and we fuck them. And that's why when it's able to walk away, we can just walk away. How are you ain't hurt the breakup? Because I had you. I didn't pick you. I had you. Word choices that we use after the shit breaks up. Women, I gave you everything. Hey, I had you though. I still had you though. So, yeah, you feel me? But y'all are different. This is why y'all try to have let me have 4 dudes on the side. No, you picked each and every one of these dudes. That's why you can't walk away from them. Y'all be telling on yourselves on social media. You feel me? You feel me? I seen a post and shit. One of my homegirls posted. Real good friend. She posted, like the meme was that girl laying in the bed. And then it's like the dude laying in his bed and they texting each other shit. But it was like 8 dudes under the picture. She talking about, I miss him. And like all of the dudes, well, pull up then, blah, 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 like this and that. And none of them knew. And the difference in that is that now that piggybacks into another post that I had seen, another conversation I had with somebody who was talking about how in that women be like, you know, they'll care for the side dude a lot more than the main dude or the case, but they'll both still care about both of them. When we on that shit, we not giving a fuck about one of them. More than likely, we're giving more care to the side chick than we are for the main chick, but it's because we picked the side chick. That's why, you know, what she got over me, like we picked the side chick. That's why if you ever see, I'm gonna try to wrap it up. If you ever seen a man cheat on a woman and the woman is badder, he picked that side chick. You lost. You're not getting that man back. If you want him, if you think whatever the case may be, you're not getting him back. He picked her. Then you see the women that's just like, yo, she ain't got shit on me. She ain't this. I just had her. I didn't pick her. I had her. Like it was different. Like she screamed pick me. So I had her. Like, feel me? Side chicks are different. You feel me? And now that probably, cause then it's like within the home, within the main relationship, I don't feel that anymore. So that's why I went on. And then it break up. I didn't do all other shit. That goes into a whole conversation of different corny shit. But women, y'all are picking your hoes. We're having our hoes. Y'all are picking your hoes, and that's why y'all fucking up. Because you got to do, pick me. You feel me? And then, now let me say that differently. In the pick me responses, right, you actually starting to like them. Because you're picking them too. You feel me? We don't be picking hoes. That's why we don't get fucked up like that. That's why we don't get fucked up like that. But that's also why it hurts so much more when we actually do pick a hoe. Cause we like, damn, bro, like the fuck, man, like I really picked you. I really picked you. This is why sometimes it's so easy, man, fuck these hoes, bro. That's why it's so easy to roll off the tongue with that. Cause we know we just have hoes. We don't really pick them. You know, and I want women to be able to be more embracing in that shit because now I'm gonna bring it back in. I kind of got off a tangent. If women were more open to picking men. For one, they wouldn't be settling. And by not settling, when the relationship is over, chances are women can level up a lot faster and they're not stuck trying to start from scratch and heal all of the shit. Then have to deal with a motherfucker who really picks them and them not even being able to see the shit. And they sabotage the motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? I say this shit all the time, but at this point, it is a reality for me. It is not a cycle. It is not like this is a pattern. You feel what I'm saying? I always meet women who, like, you know how when women, y'all get to that point where y'all be like, you know what? Fuck these niggas. It's that last heartbreak that made y'all say, fuck these niggas. I'm the first dude that women meet when they finally say, fuck these niggas. Why? I don't know. I guess it's a part of the healing. I guess it's a part of the fact that I'm not willing to cross the line if I know that she's not emotionally, in that space or whatever the case may be. I guess that has something to do with it too, but it's a direct correlation between that shit. You know what I'm saying? She's like, I'm done fucking with these, you know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking with these niggas no more. They want to play, I'm going to play too. Okay. I don't play. So, well, all right, we got to chalk it up. Whatever the case may be. And I'm saying that because it's like when dealing with being the pick me, oh, he this, he that, he this, I'm pick me, fuck with me. Now you feel chosen because you yelled pick me and he did. And he didn't pick you. He just had you. Forever long. It was. And being had, having someone just to have you or being had transfers over. Because now when you're dealing with somebody, oh, they doing too much. Oh, he picked me, he did. Because now you have to deal with that self-worth shit. Because you worried about a motherfucker who didn't even pick you from the beginning who fucked you over. His intention, his heart wasn't even in it. He never picked you. To dealing with the motherfucker who's willing to pick you, but you're not ready for it. You're not embraced. And so I'm saying that it's like, if women were more able to pick and more confident and more comfortable with picking without feeling some type of way, then their relationships will be a lot better. They will be able to get into more healthy relationships afterwards. Like, it's crazy how it doesn't always happen like this, but more times than none, women, the rebound relationship for a woman will be worse or equal to the relationship you just got out of. But the man, his rebound, it seems to be better. Why? Because we didn't hold on to certain shit. Like if you in a relationship, okay, it's two toxic motherfuckers. This motherfucker was a hoe. He was doing this, and he just moves on to the next woman. Because I don't pick these women. I have them. You're picking these men. And every time your value, I ain't gonna say your value, but every time your essence is reduced because of the motherfucker that fucked you over before, what level do you have to keep notching down to end up with these men who are able to pick you, who are able to scream, pick me, and you're just like, all right, fuck it. This is who I go with. This is why it started with women settle, men don't. You feel me? After that whole glow up phase, after that shit, it's like, yo, you deal with better women. Like, then it's like you look at the women, it's just like, yo, they get to a point where they no longer pick what they want. They just pick what's safe. Sometimes it's a less attractive dude. Sometimes it's a less financially stable dude. Sometimes it's a dude that's really quote unquote beneath them that they got to take care of and shit. A lot of that shit is really done for that reason. Their essence has been diminished so much that this is what it is. And I feel like that shit will be offset if more women are able to say, I want that man. I'm going to go. Now, rejection is different for women. I know I said men handle rejection in a fucked up way. Women handle rejection in a fucked up way too. You feel me? Especially if she has programmed herself to believe that men ain't shit, that you necessarily ain't gonna be shit. So when you meet her, it's different. You feel me? But the point in all of that is that we need to break this mentality of pick-me's and simps, bro. There's genuinely people who like the opposite sex and are comfortable with it and want to be in a relationship with what they view. And they say, hey, choose me. There's nothing wrong with that shit. You feel me? There's nothing wrong with that shit. High value people can still be pick-me's. You feel me? If you want something picky, just deal with the rejection if it comes with it. You feel me? But you will know ahead of time whether or not you're going to be rejected or not based off of the niche that you in. You feel me? If we rubbing elbows together, they say birds of a feather flock together. But if we rubbing elbows together, then we in the same space. You feel me? Once we get to that conversation piece, yeah, you're physically attracted to me. I'm physically attracted to you. You dig what I'm saying? Now are we on the mental space? Now, like, some motherfuckers don't even want to go to the mental. Some motherfuckers, like, they just want to fuck. You ain't got to say too much. From the look in your eyes, I can tell you want to fuck. And shorty say, and you ain't got to call me your boo just as bad as you want to fuck. I want to fuck too. Feel me? If women were actively tapping back into picking men, because we have to tap into it as pursuers, as the men, we have to be on the pick me. I have to choose this woman. I have to pick her. So it's the norm for us. It's the norm for us. This is why over time, like, you know how many, like, it's funny because it's like they said there's like women curve men the way men get girls. So it's like at some point we have to realize, why is it that women have to keep curving? Because it's like, I'm showing you that I want you, but it's like that curving shit, I didn't pick you. That's really what it is. I don't pick you. And I'm not going to have you. Some people got to respect the curve. Keep it 100. You got to respect the curve. You dig what I'm saying? Because you could be dealing with a motherfucker who's like, yo, I'm not just going to have you. I don't pick you, but I'm not going to have you either. You feel me? There's nothing wrong with being curved if you understand the curve. You feel me? But I think all of this shit, it ultimately die down and start to resolve itself when women can embrace. You feel me? Because when women can start, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. When women can start getting to that point where they start to embrace, hey, I like this dude. I want him. The same way we embrace women, our standard has to change. Men have to elevate. We're going to have to elevate. You feel me? Men have to elevate. It's so much like that changes our reality just off of that shit. But yeah, man, I just wanted to talk about that shit because I feel like that pick me shit is bullshit. I feel like it's just levels to it. It's just levels to it. You feel me? It's almost like stalking. If you're not attracted to the motherfucker who's stalking you, they're a stalker. But if you're attracted to the motherfucker who just randomly happens to be in all of the places you be, oh, we got so much in common, we be here, and it's still a stalker. You just like the stalker. Until it crosses the line where it gets scary and it's like, okay, now I know you're a stalker, but I'm blinded by the stalking side because, and it could be the other way. The person you view as a stalker might not even really be a stalker. They could be a motherfucker that's just, bam, we just happen to be in the same places at the same time. You feel me? I remember the girlfriend and like I said, when the heartbreak happened for me, I knew what type of woman she was, but I picked her. That was my fuck up. I picked her. You feel what I'm saying? So much so that I knew that I wanted her. The moment I seen her, I said, you know what? I know she's going to walk by this particular moment at this particular time. You feel me? And when we told this story, she was like, oh, that's so sweet. I was like, yeah, but low key, that's stalkerish, man. Now that I think about it. It pushed it into perspective. I was like, yo, you feel me? But you didn't see it as a problem because you was attracted to me too. You feel me? It's just like that. It's just like that. You know, ain't nothing wrong with being a pick-me. Yo, say that shit. Say that shit. It's just on a level that you're on. I'm not a pick-me if I'm at this level with these peasants. Nah, you can still be a pick-me. You feel me? I'll be watching Once Upon a Time and shit, right? And it's like, if you look at how the arranged marriages work, if you look at like the princess marries the prince and shit, right? You feel what I'm saying? The princesses were usually on some pick me shit. I'm a damsel in distress, come save me, do all of this shit. It was pick me, motherfucker. But that's cool because they were princesses getting saved by princes. You dig what I'm saying? But then when you want Lil Ray Ray ass, you feel me? Only because I can use my own name, you know, for dramatic effect. But when you want Lil Ray Ray ass and shit, and he ain't quote unquote the prince. He ain't a prince. Oh, nah, I'm not going to tell him to pick me. Why? You feel me? Because what you don't really pay attention to is that women want the knight in shining armor. But the knight in shining armor isn't the one who slayed the dragon. It's the one that's covered in soot. The motherfucker that you not paying attention to pick you is the one a lot of times that you should be picking. Now, this ain't the cosign the stalker shit, none of that shit, but y'all know what the fuck I mean. If it resonated, it resonated. If it didn't, it didn't. But that, I'm gonna go ahead and try to end there because this is starting to develop into another longer one. But yeah, man, let's break this pick me shit. Cause I'm a pick me. I don't give a fuck. I'll admit that shit. Motherfuckers that I've picked know that I'm a pick me because I picked them. I'm like, yo, I fucks with you. You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't know that. I be, oh, you guys just work together. You guys so meshed together. Like, y'all so, no, I picked her and she picked me. It wasn't like I picked her and now she has me. And then it's like, okay, bam, nah, we picked each other because we built off of the same principle. We built off of the same morals, goals, and dreams and intentions. So it was like, yo, I fucks with that too. You fucks with that too. All right, let's walk. Let's go down the same path. Oh, you already going this way anyway? You know what? We already been walking this. Fuck with me. Fuck with me. I don't mind being that shit, bro. I don't mind that shit. And I think that's also too why rejection don't bother me. You feel me? Because it's like, all right, cool. I'm like, all right, well, that means that you're just not, regardless of what I feel you should be, like what I feel you could be based on what, like you show that I'm not that. So that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You feel me? But we gotta change that shit. Cause that shit, that's keeping a lot of motherfuckers out of relationships. Cause you feel me? It's women right now that want a particular man. A relationship is not being built right now because a woman wants a man, right? But she won't pick him. She wants this particular man, but she won't acknowledge that. She won't say, I'm a manifest him, let him come to me. That sounds good until you realize other women are manifesting that man too. Who do you think he's going to pick? For my brothers, you think it's simping and shit, whatever the case may be. Now, some of this shit y'all got to cut out. The sucking farts out of asses and all of this other crazy shit. Y'all got to cut that shit out, bro. You feel me? If you want that woman for that deeper aspect, bro. Not just the fuck. And even if that's what you want, men and women, say that from the beginning. This is what you're picking me for. Know that. And this is what I'm picking you for. Know that. So there's no confused lines. It's not, I want to see where it go. That is the biggest mind fuck. That is the biggest scapegoat ever. To keep a motherfucker hooked that you don't want hooked. I just want to see where it go. You know, what are we? Women love asking this question. What are we? If a man picked you, you would never have to ask that question. But when he has you, because you picked him, you feel me? Now you got to ask, what are we? You feel me? Because he didn't pick you back. I know that seems like, well, that means we should be. No, that means if you got used to picking more, you wouldn't be picking motherfuckers that ain't picking you back. So with that, I'm going to end it right there. Be sure to kiss your babies. Make sure they eat their vegetables. And in their budding stages of dating and courting and liking each other and shit, let them like each other. Like, don't set this standard. Two things you don't want to set the standard for that. You know, women are supposed to endure pain in relationships because that starts the physical shit. They pulling on their hair. I got a crush on you. These are love taps. Fuck no, that ain't no love tap. You feel me? Break that shit. Teach the babies right. You feel me? Off the other side of that, teach them like, yo, if you really like somebody, express it. You like them. You dig what I'm saying? You like them, they like you, and then, you know, be comfortable and be confident expressing that. When you in them dating phases, get to that point. So that way we can diminish this whole settling thing. Because now everybody just keeps settling and shit. And then the motherfuckers that won't settle, we just single as fuck. You feel me? But at the same time, we won't get picked. We won't tell a motherfucker to pick us. So yeah, we could be on the high and mighty shit where we like, yo, I ain't a motherfucking pick me. But you also ain't chosen, nigga. Y'all ain't chosen, my guy. Know that shit. You feel me? But we got to put all of this shit into context. You feel me? As a whole. And make sure that when it comes to our babies, when we're teaching them the courting, when we're teaching them the dating, we're teaching all of these things the right way. So they can, you know, actually women can start to pick men. Men can start to pick women. And then the pickers can pick each other. You feel me? The pickers can start to pick each other. And we don't have to worry about all this. This person's toxic. This person's narcissist. This person is. I've learned a lot of motherfuckers ain't really narcissistic. It's like the narcissism comes from being attracted in a relationship. It's like, oh, that person was no, they weren't a narcissist. You picked them and they had you. They didn't pick you back. So now you're still wondering at what point. See, as men, we have a lot of women. We have a lot of women. We never have that moment where it's like, it takes that's why, like, we've been together for 7 years and you're not even talking about marriage. I had you for 7 years. You never done anything all inspiring for me to spark and say, God damn, I want to marry this motherfucker. But because you picked me and you don't pick enough, right? You stayed that whole 7 years. You stayed that whole 7 years. But if you would have picked somebody who was picking you, you would have been married in 3. See how this shit go? But women need to get more in picking. Men need to continue to pick, but start picking different qualities. Like, you can't just pick everything that bites. You feel me? Start picking back what's picking you. You feel me? If what you're being picked on is about sex, and teach the babies how to do this shit too. So when they in high school and shit, like, you feel me? Because we, like I said, that pick me shit, we embedded our girls from the beginning. I don't give a fuck. The whole Cinderella, the Disney princess movie shit, all of that shit is a reality because of this shit like this. You feel what I'm saying? Tell a motherfucker she beautiful and then you can get ass. Like, fuck, like, why? Because it's like, I want a man who's going to tell me I'm beautiful. Pick me. You tell women they're beautiful? Oh, pick me. And I fuck them and leave them alone after that. You didn't know that part. You feel me? Oh shit, you nurture and sustain men. You care for men. You truly care for men. But I can't be the man I need to be. I can't be the man that I am. I have to do everything. Like, you gotta know where I'm going, who I'm with, check my numbers, check my phone, all that shit. Like, you don't need that. She picked you and she's gonna be your damn warden and shit. You ain't no inmate. Fuck that. But teach that shit to our babies so they can learn it better. So I'm gonna wrap it up there. Be sure to kiss your babies. Make sure they eat their vegetables. I said that in order. Follow me on Instagram, _just_scene_. Check out my website, IamJustScene.com. Go kiss your babies. Make sure they eat their vegetables. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Peace, love, knowledge, and freedom. I'm out.